The recent death of a North Texas police officer inspired a retired Dallas County judge to share details about his fight with the flesh-eating bacterial infection. 37-year-old Officer Johnny Jones of the Northeast Police Department in Denton County was dead within 5 days of being taken to the hospital. Fox 4 Sean Rabb says former Judge Phil Barker knows his infection could have ended the same way. And we want to warn you, the video of how the bacteria ravaged the judge's body may be difficult for you to watch. Here's Sean's story.
I had to learn to walk again. I left Baylor, I couldn't even sit up in bed by myself.
Former Judge Phil Barker starts his steps now with the help of a cane.
The information assessed the defendant's punishment.
Barker, for years, sat on the bench as a criminal courts judge in Dallas County.
The first 2 nights they told my kids that more than likely I would not make either night. And then for 2 weeks, basically, and even into a month, they didn't think I'd make it.
October 25th, a year ago, the retired judge took himself to the doctor, thinking he had the flu.
They took blood, and boy, within just a few minutes, they had an ambulance, took me to Baylor. Within 2 hours, I was in surgery.
He would not return from Baylor until this summer, 8 months later. Doctors fighting to save him from a flesh-eating bacterial infection.
And then the first week, I had 9 surgeries where they just cut flesh. That's all they can do. There's no antibiotic for it. And they just have to cut the dead flesh.
In ICU 6 weeks, the first 2 in a coma, then skin grafts from his legs to the abdomen. 5.5 months more in a specialty hospital. Barker lost 118 pounds.
Then the surgeon told me it can come from the surface of something or it can come from in the air. You just have to have a scratch or a cut.
Our story last week about Northeast Police Department Officer Johnny Jones, who at 37 died from the same illness, moved Barker to call me.
This guy had to be in super shape to be a police officer. He ends up leaving a young wife and a young daughter. I sent him a donation in. I really did.
Alive to tell his story.
I was on a lot of prayer lists, and I really appreciate that.
Barker's warning, pay attention to even the smallest scratch.
And if you have a scratch or cut, go ahead and get some hydrogen peroxide or something on it. I mean, I don't know whether that's going to stop it or not, but this bacteria is just showing up in the weirdest places.
Sean Rabb, Fox 4 News.